In today's brief insight of current affairs, I'll be discussing a very contemporary topic, and I believe that this topic has remained the focal point for examiner of any competitive exam, be it CSS, PMS or judiciary. And the topic is BRI, which is the Belt and Road Initiative, and CPEC, which is the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. And I believe that any aspirant must have the basic knowledge about BRI and CPEC and how it works and what are these projects. So in this video, I'll be outlining the basic features of BRI and CPEC and how to use this in your Pakistan affair, current affair and any other exam from exam point of view. The Belt and Road Initiative, or the BRI, was first announced by the Chinese President Xi Jinping in 2013. Through BRI, China wants to boost its trade, its infrastructure development to over 65 other countries around the world. The master plan of BRI is on your screen and I'll be referring to this map throughout this video. So together the countries along with China make up about 30% of the world's GDP, 62% of the world's population and 75% of known energy reserves. As you can see on the map, that the area covered under BRI is vast, and in fact the amount of money that has been committed to BRI is between $1 trillion and $8 trillion. So from that you can analyze and see that how vast and how ambitious the project is. The master planning of BRI is being done by the Chinese government under the leadership of Xi Jinping, who is the president of China, and the execution to some extent is being done by the private Chinese entrepreneurs who are investing in those respective countries. The word road in BRI refers to the maritime or ship lanes which connects western ports of China to that of Southeast Asia and to that of Africa and Europe. And the maritime or sea route is referred to in the map with green lines. Moreover, the word belt in BRI refers to the overland routes which starts from China all the way down to Europe via Central Asia. And on the map, the red line shows or represents belt, which is the overland route. The most visible part of China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, has been the infrastructure development. We have seen that recently China invested significantly in Kenya's railway industry. China made a rail network from Mombasa, which is a port city in Kenya, to Nairobi, which is capital of Kenya, by investing $3.2 billion. And this boosted Kenya's trade significantly and also developed its infrastructure, and this was part of the Great BRI. On the other hand, China did exactly the same in Sri Lanka by helping Sri Lanka to develop its second international airport by pouring in $200 million. And we can see that China is not only planning for BRI but has already taken practical manifestations by investing in infrastructure. The Belt and Road will be made up of several economic corridors, and on the map the red line indicates the proposed corridor. Each belt would connect several countries together. It will include cargo train that carries goods from China to the west, roads, etc. For example, if you can see on the map, there's a corridor extending from China which goes all the way down to Netherlands, and then onwards it will be connected to the UK. So this is basically the corridors of the BRI. Let's now discuss that what is CPEC. So CPEC is basically China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, and it is one of many corridors of BRI. On the map you can see that encircled part is the CPEC, and you can see that this is one of the many corridors of BRI. CPEC is also referred to as the flagship project of BRI, and Pakistan has been promised approximately more than $60 billion investment through CPEC in various infrastructure, power and other economic projects. The CPEC corridor would link China's far western region of Xinjiang to Pakistan's port city of Gwadar, as seen on the map. This is an important route for China, particularly because Pakistan's closer proximity to the Arabian Sea, and also it is pertinent to note that Middle East and Africa has remained China's major energy supplier, which means that China's huge appetite of energy would be fulfilled through this corridor. It is pertinent to note that from 2015 till 2019, the focus of CPEC had remained on development of roads and certain small level energy projects. But from 2019 onwards, it is argued that the second phase of CPEC has officially begun. And the second phase of CPEC brings in multi-dimensional economic benefits for Pakistan because it aims not just to develop roads but to develop various levels of renewable energy sources like the hydropower. Furthermore, it also aims to develop Gwadar port city into a multinational and international level port city, and also development of various special economic zones. I'll be covering the second phase of CPEC in much more detail and how it can benefit Pakistan in my upcoming video. So this was a brief insight and absolute basics of BRI and CPEC. And if you have any further questions or suggestions, please feel free to inbox. Thank you very much.